Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? We are live. I'm going to wait a few minutes so that way we do this. I'm just going to put some rules. Hello, Candy. How are you, Selena? Hi, Charlotte. How is everybody doing today? Today, I'm going to let you choose what I color from. So I brought out a so I brought out a few books. Hi, Pam. How are you guys doing? So today, I figured I'd let you guys choose what I color. So we have Disney Princesses by Hatchet Heroes. I think I only did one page of her in this book. And this is the Belle page. Some of you may have seen this page already. I may have to up the thing so you guys can see clearer. So there's a whole bunch of Disney princesses in here. If you guys want me to do Disney princesses, we can do Disney princesses. I don't know what princess this is with the frog. So it has a bunch of pictures in it that are really fun if you guys want Disney. Then we have World of Flowers. So here's what we'll do. One will be Disney Princesses. This is by Hatchet Heroes. Number 2 is World of Flowers. I think, what have I colored in World of Flowers? I've colored this page with many different pencils. Not yet, can't, Selena. We have to, I've colored this page, the introduction page. It took me forever to color that. I started a little bit of this page. I'm kind of doing this book in somewhat order because sometimes I do that. Number 2 will be World of Flowers. Number 3 will be the calendar. Or we could do something from Jewelry Box. Here's an oldie but goodie, the Time Chamber. I have some pictures started and then I have some pictures finished in this book. So this book is a weird book. Like this, I need to find my purple fine liner. I cannot find my purple fine liner to complete that. So then I've done some pictures like this. So this is number 4 with the Time Chamber. Number 5, Romantic Country. I have a lot of look what happened, guys. I want to show you something. See, I did this picture, but when I close this picture, look at what it did. I don't know what this is. Whenever I use prisms in this, it does this weird ass thing. I can't even get rid of the effect. We have a whole lot of whips in this book. I have a whole lot of whips in this book. We could do an underwater thing. If you guys want to do an underwater thing, I have like a whole bunch of whips in this book. So number 5 would be Romantic Country number 1. You guys want that one? It'd be Romantic Country number 2. 5 is Romantic Country 2. Number 6 is Romantic Country 1. I have some finished pictures in here. I have some works in progress in here. I have an interesting history with this book. So 6 is Romantic Country 2. Number 7 is Romantic Country thing, and the final one, which needs no introduction, Tenderful Enchantments. So what would you guys like me to work on? Those are the books that I think we could get a lot of things done. You want, which book is that? Number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you want to work in Tenderful Enchantments. So what do you guys want us to work in today? So we can work in a lot of different books. Guys, what book? So what book, guys? Disney Princesses, World of Flowers, The Hen, I'm getting a lot for Tenderful Enchantments. So, you guys want Tenderful Enchantments? We can do Tenderful Enchantments. So we can work in Tenderful. Does anybody know what these are? Castle arts. Let's see how the castle arts perform in Tenderful Enchantments. I don't have duplicates for these, by the way, guys. Like everything else. I have my Polys, my Pablos, my Prismas. We want Tenderful Enchantments? So let's pick a picture. See? I have a lot of whips in this book too, so don't feel bad. Because I can't remember what I use. At the moment I'm not reading, I need to get back. See, this one I used some of the Kiritaki paints on it. And it held up really well. We could do this deer, which I never finished doing. I don't know what I did the deer in. I probably did the deer in polychromos. We could do this one. If you guys see a picture you got me to do, let me know. So I don't get to work in this book. Ooh, that's really nice. I think I like this one. We can do that. So you guys get to see. I like doing bottles. I think bottles. I know what you mean. Like sometimes, hold on, guys, while I go back to the camera settings. Mm-hmm. And I have swatched these, so I do know the colors in this. So this one is red. This is number 22. The only thing I don't like about the Castle Art pencils is that there's no names. Sorry, I always think of ladybugs as red. For whatever reason, that's what they are to me. Oh, and you guys probably are not aware of it, but I got to tell you something. I got an email from Color in Heaven. Color in Heaven said that next month's artist is going to be Nelk. No, I'm not. Light to medium impression. And these are a budget-friendly pencil that I'm using. So these pencils are like, what did I pay for them? About 35 or 40 for these? For 100? Next month they are going. This is a picture that I did on Nina Cardstock. This is Hollow Moon art. This is a picture I colored from her grayscale book. Well, she is actually going to be the artist for next month's Color in Heaven magazine. So she is one of those. I finished that the other day. So she's going to be the artist for the next month's Color in Heaven magazine. I'm trying to see if there's any more little ladybugs. And this is number 34. Wow, these are nice actually. These are working really nice on this paper. And I have the 120 set. No, they just have a number on them, unfortunately. So you see, this is 34. So hi Deb, today we're coloring in Tenderful Enchantments. We voted on which book that we were going to color from. So they chose Tenderful Enchantment and we're using our castle art pencils today. So Deb, did you find out who the artist is? Guess who the artist is for next month's Color in Heaven magazine? So you know this artist, Deb. So yep. Hmm. My problem is that my neck doesn't curve correctly when I sleep, so I have to use different pillows. Or maybe my sinuses are just backed up, so when I try to sleep, I have to sleep in a higher position rather than. They're different than Christmas. Christmas for me, it is, but it's the same artist. This is the same artist. This is just a grayscale image that I got from her Hollow Moon art. So this is from her Hollow Grayscale book that she has out on Etsy. So she has a couple of books out on Etsy. Yeah, because she has some stuff that's going to be exclusive to that magazine. no. Hope she gets better. Being in the hospital is no fun. Mm-hmm. That's okay. We started a little bit. Today we're coloring in. Everybody voted Kate at the beginning of the stream. I showed several books, so this is the one that they voted on. It's Tenderful Enchantments by Clara McCulver. Now this is number 101. Yeah, get well, man. Hope you come back soon. I enjoy your videos a lot. You always find stuff that's just so different than everybody else. So I'm doing this. And you'll figure out what I'm doing later on with the little white dots. Now I have a glass pen and white ink. You'll figure out what I'm doing later on with them. Yeah, and these are the Castle Art pencils, and these are not a lot of money. You can buy them on Amazon. I wasn't planning on using these, but I'm like, I have them and I don't use them. And that's really, like, I used them once in Romantic Country to test them because testing out your pencils in the Romantic Country books is like good because that paper tends to be weird and interesting on some of my pencils. For my Christmas, it's interesting because they seem to, for whatever reason, my Christmas and my Romantic Country book go right through the paper. So I don't know what it is about the Christmas and the Romantic Country, but my other pencils don't do so bad. Thank you. $36 for the 120 set. And they did very well in Romantic Country, believe it or not. These pencils do very well, depending on what you want to use them on. One. I'm just using the other number, and this is number 105. Hi, Zoe. Not at all, but I'm used to very different pencils. There's hold on, so I can show you what each has a little. I don't have my little sketchbook. Uh, a little sketchbook here. Now I can't find it. Of course, when I need to show something, I can't do it because I don't have the. Hold on, let me take out a Nina cardstock paper. I have right here. Now this is Nina cardstock, so I will show you something that I learned from watching other people. Now you have three brushes: light-handed, medium, and heavy. Now lighter people, if you want to go lighter with your pencils, you hold it farther away. When you want to go medium, you hold the pencil closer to you. And harder, you go like this. Now some people will teach you the circle method. Now I've never been able to do the circle method because for me circle method has never worked. So you go light, medium, heavy-handed. And that teaches you because there are different pressure points and different people have different pressures. So keep that in mind when you're doing it. Just something to think about, guys. Don't have to do it, but it does help. This is 114. 114. Yes, that feel better. Can't wait to see when you post new videos. Guys, next week, some of you know I will not be around because I am going on vacation from the 12th to the 19th. So I am also trying to post videos way in advance. Well, I should say schedule videos way in advance. There'll be plenty of flip throughs. I don't know if I'll be able to do a color and chat because I gotta prepare for vacation, what to bring, what clothes to bring, what clothes not to bring. All that stuff. So I need a vacation. This is the red that we used before. I don't like hospitals. I've always had a fear of them ever since I was a kid and I've watched scary movies and shows like that. So to me that's always more scary. It is, because you're not able to do the things you want to do. I don't remember seeing Kate do this page, but everybody does something different with their pencils, and I think it's all unique and different. I know, but I gotta wait for it to. My rule now is that I have a few more books coming, but after those few more books come, I am actually not buying anything else after the next few books come, which are the new Hannah, the new Hannah Lynn book that I bought from Kickstarter, the new Maria Troll book, Flora, and Soulmates or Spirit Animals is the name of the new Hannah Carlson book. So, and then I've got two Chinese books coming from Etsy. So, after those books come, I'm not buying anything for the rest of the year. I've got to actually start thinking ahead a little bit to other things with my money. So, and it isn't even that it's a bad thing. This is number 3. What is that one? I'm not familiar with that one. Can someone tell me what that started? Did Hannah Carlson come out with? Did Jasmine Beckett? Is Jasmine Beckett Griffith having one coming out with? You know what? I'll probably wait to get the Alice book because right now I have so many books that it's so hard for me to keep up. I've got to do plus. With my brother. Because I have vacation now coming up, and then in October I'll take another break. Comic Con, and as some of you know, my brother and his wife are expecting a new and a baby in the fall, so I gotta save money to go up there. So things are not going to be the same for the rest of the year. Like there'll be less things coming in, and probably that's good for me. It gives me a chance to color in some books. Maybe I'm I'm not going to buy the new Clara Makova book right away. Hi, Nika. Hello to everybody coming in that I see coming in. Sorry, guys, I keep getting these notifications that come in. This is number 57. What are you guys excited for? Oh, this is Clara Makova. Tenderful Enchantments is what we're working on today. And we're working with the Castle Rock pencils. This is what I use to sharpen them. This is a swordfish sharpener, if anybody's curious what I use to get the point, because some people have been saying that they've been having problems with certain sharpeners not sharpening certain pencils. And I love this sharpener because it sharpens everything. This is 114. That's good that you still are posting. I know. I got off early on Thursday, so I mean Wednesday, so it was really nice to get off early, and I managed to go to Macy's, get some new clothes, do some things that I wanted to do. So you know, this is color 103. Have a good day. Not have a good night. You know, sometimes I don't pay attention because I'm busy coloring. Hmm. I think I know what I want to do. Oh, Beth hasn't seen these yet. Dev has not seen these yet. Dev has not seen these yet. Dev has not seen this yet. This is a dip pen. See, this is a dip pen, everybody. And I'm using calligraphy ink. This is the gold calligraphy ink. You dip your pen in the. That wasn't meant to happen. Oh no, you made it too wet. If you ever make a page too wet, always have some facial tissues. I'm gonna get this out. I'm not going that fast. We'll get it out. Hold on, guys. Oh, so worse, I'll always do a background. I just hope I didn't damage the page behind it. A little bit, but not too much. Thank God the other page has a color applied already on it. That didn't work out too well. I'm gonna have to put one since I'm doing wet media. I'm gonna have to do this, guys. I like to dry it off. I think that's a good idea in theory, but not in. How noisy was it? See, there's too much water coming out of it, and I don't know why. Sometimes it's too thick, and then other times it's too. Oh, I had that last night by where I live. But we haven't had a fireworks show down here in almost 5 years. Control of the dip pen is not my forte. Like Becky is so good with her forte with the dip pen. I am not as good as she is yet with the dip pen. Oh, that's good to know. You know, they haven't had the fireworks down here in almost. before I work on that, I'm going to have to wait for that to dry, but we'll work on other sections before we work on that. Because I messed up working with the glass pen, but that did not work out too well. But I'm still learning my glass pens, and the only way you learn is by making mistakes. So making mistakes is part of the game. And no, I did not guess it. Hi, Gary H. That's tough. I hope to God they found her family. I could only imagine what her poor mother was going through. That would have been terrible for her poor mother. To not know where your child is. I couldn't even imagine. That would be going out of my mind if I had a 2-year-old. And that happened to my 2-year-old. I'll wait to fix this until it dries. For whatever reason, the gold calligraphy ink I got does not work very well in this paper. Mm-hmm. This color is 116. Sometimes I have to read out the color because I can't find them easily. So what has everybody else been coloring? 109. I know, and some children are so fast, they're like runners. They like to run everywhere. You know, that's a terrible thing to see a 2-year-old toddler all alone by itself. You're like, where's its mother, where's its father? didn't realize there was a little caterpillar here. Sometimes when you color and you notice smaller details that you didn't notice when you first started coloring it. Thank you, Cajun. Cajun is Pat, so guys, if you have a chance, go over to her channel. She does some really pretty stuff too with her channel. This is like a purple. This is 89. These are like really soft. They're not as soft as a Prisma. They are pretty nice. You know, Caitlin does some really amazing stuff with her channel. If you guys haven't checked her out, you really should check her out. It wasn't my mother's hip. It's my mother's ankle. It is doing better. By Wednesday, she should be able to take the boot off, right? Wednesday? It's really nice to do this image. I did happen to get the PDF version of Faces for Charity, guys. There's a book called Faces for Charity. If you're not familiar with the book, it's a bunch of artists went together and they're raising money for the Red Cross, the charity that they did, and it has authors like Anastasia Ellie Cordova, Tanya Boyd, Grazia Salva, Monia Gates. You guys may have seen it on Coloring Page channel. So, and they're selling it right now on Etsy. But if you want to buy it, it's for a good cause. I mean, there are a lot of great artists who have contributed pictures, and they're really nice faces. Oh, Gary, I'm so sorry to hear that you had to put some, a pet that you've loved to death. It's always horrible when we lose a pet. Orange. I think this is an orange. Let me see what I could color this with yet. Mhm. This part is still wet, so keep that in mind. This is 109. I must really like this red. We all owe you, Gary, if you need someone to console you after losing a pet. I know it's not easy to lose a pet or a dog or cat because they are like our family. They're like our children almost. And for some of us, it's like losing a part of our childhood when we lose a pet. Thank you. And I'm doing these with Castle Art pencils today, Pat. No, I'm liking this picture. The more I do it, the more I don't color in this book too often, and I really need to start coloring in this book and some of the other books that I got from a long time ago. So what is number 31? I'm not really familiar with this color. But sometimes my pencils are a little dull side, so this is number 31. Ooh, like a magenta pink, almost reddish magenta. See, and I did this with some different brushes. But if you use different brushes, you get different effects with your pencils. I love using different effects with the picture. Then this is number 34. When you don't use certain pencils, you forget which colors go where. But the nice thing about these pencils is that the combo combinations, they're really close to what's on this thing, the barrel. They're very close to that. That's helpful. Not all pencils are like that. Thank you, Gary. These pencils are working like a dream on this book. Maybe we'll finish something on stream for a change. Maybe. We'll see. Hello, Miss Anne. We're coloring with Castle Art pencils today. We're coloring with Castle Art pencils. And this part here where you see all the little gold, I used the glass dip pen. It didn't actually work out too well, but thankfully I had my little napkins and I have something under it to prevent it. But we're using Castle Art. This looks like it's going to be a pale pink. Wait a minute, what is this? Hold on. I like this one better. So this is number 74. Yes, Anne, how is your family? How is Aaron? How are the cats? How is your mom and dad? I know you've been going through a lot with your father lately and taking care of him. I can only imagine how much pain he's in, and that's just, I can't even imagine. We're all praying for him to get better. This is number 82. Oh no, don't tell me it's buffering. Guys, if it's buffering, try and reset your settings. If it's buffering, there's nothing I can do. It's a YouTube glitch. I don't like when Buffy comes around. Go away, Miss Buffy. Thank you, Miss Ann. Also, guys, make sure that when you go to your settings, on the bottom of your settings, there's a little gear. It looks like a little gear. Um, Readjust it to 1080p or whatever your highest setting is, because then you can grab it. And this is number 102. I have to call out the numbers because these don't have any names on them, these pencils. And basically, this color is the same color as this, only lighter. And then I'll use, what color is this? This is number 31 again. I know, I think we all go through crappy internet. It's like you're like, no, why is this not working? And it's not even, these aren't even expensive pencils, Kate. These are $36 pencils. You can buy these on Amazon for $36. And these were not even my first choice pencils that we were going to use. I was actually going to use the Lyras, but I couldn't get the Lyras out in time to use them. So this color is number 17. Do you ever feel that your pencil is too dark or the pigment's too dark when you first press on it? Remember to hold it farther away because then it gives you a lighter pressure and a lighter color. So the way you hold it, the lighter it goes. Then you can get a lighter pressure. That way you get lighter pressure and you don't even have to worry about it. And this is color number 2. I'm not really sure what these are based on because they're not like a charisma, but they're not like a poly either. You know, prismas are wax, polys are oil. So then it kind of is a funny pencil because it has elements of everything that I like in a pencil. So these are a very weird pencil. Hmm, that's still not dry. I'm going to have to blow dry that, but that'll be done after the stream. Well, depending on what you like to color, it's like, I find that the Arteza watercolors. Now, I've used these off camera. I actually have not used them on camera because I'm still learning how to do them myself and what way to work them best. And someone had a video on how to use the watercolor Artezas not long ago. And someone was saying the way that you work them is the way that you work the Inktense pencils, believe it or not. This is number 101. I'm going to do the little dots in white. I know that much. You know, Kate, if you're going to use those Arteza watercolor pencils, what watercolor books do you have? If you have Linda Ravenscroft, those pencils work very well on that paper. Um, no, I'll tell you what the Arteza watercolors work well on that I have found. The Linda Ravenscroft book, Prima Princesses, both volumes, Christy Rice books, and sometimes the Jennifer Stay books if you don't put too much water in them. And this is number 90. My mother's gone now. I heard the door before. She's going to get her nails done before we go on vacation. Yes, and I'm going on vacation next week, July 12th to 19th. So I've been trying to post some flip dues in advance. I mean, schedule some flips in advance while I'm away, so that way there will be something on the channel while I'm away. I don't leave the channel idle. How are we doing for time, guys? Everybody good? Thank you. You know, I tried Intense once very long ago in one of my Lost Ocean books. It didn't work out too. It worked out okay, but it wasn't my favorite thing because I was still learning Intense at that time, and I'm still learning the water. Because I don't think that's something that you ever fully learn because I didn't really know how much water to put on. This is number 79. You know, I think it depends on how much time and discipline you spend on them. But you know, also watching people who like, you know, when I watch May work with her watercolors, I'm just like stunned at how wonderfully and how beautifully they all come out. Oh, thank you. For those who are not aware, guys, that um, me, Becky, and Michelle Coloring Lives are doing Creative Haven August. I know there are a few people other than me, Michelle, and Becky who are doing it. But we have a Z at the end of the tag because Becky always likes to have Z at the end of her tag, so it's going to be a little bit different. I know that there are other people doing it, but I have not been able to get in contact with them. So the three hosts right now of that, but I know there's going to be a few other. I know Michelle of Coloring Cats and Herding Thing is doing it as well. So I know I'm happy, that I'm doing it too, and it's a fun thing to do. We're all here to have fun. I think that's one of the most important things that you should try and remember. That let's have fun and leave the drama. This is number 5. Look at that yellow. That is a nice yellow. You want to be dramatic? Go somewhere else. I say. What do you need to get the full set of now, just Lisa? Yes, I have FSS. If you guys are not familiar with what FSS is, FSS is full set syndrome. That yellow came out outstanding. I love yellow. Hi, Vicky. This is another green. I haven't seen this green yet, so I don't know what it's going to look like. This is number 112. Like a mossy green. Yep, it did go through to the other page, but it didn't go through too bad because I had a page protector. So that's okay. Thank you, everybody, guys. Wow, 18 thumbs up. I'm always amazed when I get so many thumbs up. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you, Anna. I probably will be, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow or not. Depends on how much I have to do at home because I have to start thinking about what I'm going to take with me to vacation. Oh, thank you, Anne, so much for the super chat. Love you very much. Have a great time, and I hope your father gets better. Take care, Anne. And remember, your father's in my prayers. And this is color 79. So I'm just looking for another blue. This is color 105. So these are castle arts, guys. These aren't even Prismas, Lyras, or my Pablos. I took these out because people were saying, well, I don't use enough budget-friendly stuff. So I was like, okay, 120. Which ladybug? This one? Or this one? Or this one? Or this one? Let's go ahead. We still got the green leaves, and then we got just to put the white little dots, which will be done with a Sakura jelly roll, which I have in here. The little ladybug is cute. This one. So this is pretty color. Which one is this? 55. And no, guys, I am not. I'm going to bring this up just slightly so you see how many pencils are over here, guys. And they're above my Kindle, too, so. My Kindle's definitely going with me on vacation. I'll definitely pack the charger for that. See, this made a dent in it that buckled the paper, guys. You don't even see it, but it did buckle the paper, so I'm probably going to keep a page in between them just till it dries. I don't think I color fast at all. And now where I think this is actually my normal pace, but some people will say, well, that's because I'm a straight color and I don't do what they call layering. But if I'm doing skin tone, then it's. I think what I spend the majority of my time coloring is people and faces. Not to say that I don't enjoy that, but I do enjoy that. But every once in a while, I like to color something that's non-portrait, like landscapes, flowers. I don't really. I haven't had good experience with gesso. I haven't had a good experience with this either. I haven't had good experiences with this. This smells, and I'm very sensitive to smells. And this is supposed to be the non-smelly one. Don't worry, guys. I have it capped. I have it screwed on, so it won't go all over the page. I tried doing this once in a dragon page in my dragon book, which I can't find now. But let's just say I ruined that page and it all went all yellow. I cannot use gesso at all, and that's the truth because I did not know how to use them. So I need to watch tutorial videos on gesso and fixative sprays because I do not like gessoing. I do not like fixatives because I'm very sensitive to smells. I have found out that with certain things, yet I can take alcohol markers, which is funny because I don't mind the smell of alcohol markers. Then we just have to white in the little white dots with the different people have different experiences with it. Is the best way to say it. Not everybody has the same experience with gesso. And this is number 55. How are we guys on time so far? Are we good? Kate, I love that gold, the way you did the gold with luminance. I would have never even thought of doing gold like that with luminance. And no, I'm not doing a pastel background. I do not work well with pastels either. You know who's really good with Loomies is Sammy is really good with Loomies. If she can do the skin tone with Loomies, and I'm like, I tried doing that skin tone that she did. It didn't look exactly like hers, but then again, she's been doing it a lot longer skin tone than me. Especially like Sammy's hair tutorials. Still wet in the back. Now the signal white. I know she does some of the most amazing works, and I have found her tutorials or on skin and everything else to be, yeah, these are whack because they've left some marks on this. Oh, this wants to work today. Usually my support jelly roll doesn't want to work. Half the time this pen does not work. You know, and I tell people, try what works for you. Now, not everybody's going to have the same success doing things. You know, one of the things that I love about this community is that we so want, I want us to lift each other up, not bring us down. Let's lift each other up. Let's not bring each other down. There's enough ugliness in the world. Okay, guys, that is the picture. We have finished the picture today. I know this took us a little. Yes, I just finished it with the Sakura Jelly Roll. I really enjoyed these little Jelly Roll pens. They actually have come in handy. So this was the brand new one. So this is what we've done. So I think tomorrow before it will be my last stream. It will be my last stream before I go on vacation. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do a picture from Faces Oh, thank you, Kate. I really like this one. This was a beautiful image, so we should be thanking Clara McCulver for providing us such a beautiful book because I think all the pictures are beautiful in this book. So, so one of the things that we're gonna cut tomorrow, I am going to print out a picture from my Faces for Charity book, which you can purchase on Etsy. It was a project organized, colored by me, which was Selena, not the Selena that's Candy Colorful World, but another Selena. She organized it, and it's basically it has a bunch of artists in it. You may have seen a flip through on Coloring Queen's channel. That book has a bunch of faces from a lot of different artists, like Grazia Salva, Anastasia Eli Cordova, Tanya Boyd, Monia Gates. I think Jennifer Zimmerman has a face in there. So we'll be coloring something from there, and I'll probably print the image on either Nina cardstock or Copic marker paper. So I'll probably put it on Nina Copic's Nina paper cardstock, just because I think if we need to work in pencil, I can work in pencil. So I want to thank you guys for coming to the stream. Thank you all so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye, everybody.